Hey, it's Mr. K. Physics 30, Unit A review, numeric response question number 3. Now, this is probably the most challenging question on this review package and in this unit. It's the toughest one I've seen. Here it comes. All right, we have two students looking at a collision between cart 1 and cart 2. This is a hit and stick collision, as you can see by the piece of clay, is that they're meant to deform and hold the carts together. We know that this cart is initially at rest. We have the mass of cart 1. We do not have the mass of cart 2. In the question itself, it states that we're looking for, based on the slope of the line of best fit, the combined mass of the two carts is blank. The combined mass. Okay, so let's take a look at how I solve this. First of all, we have a graph of the speed of cart 1, which is V1, versus the speed of carts 1 and 2, which is V12. Now, if I look at my slope, which is my rise over run, that'll be my y over my x. Change in y over change in x. So that's V12 over V1. Now I find a number for that. When I do it, I get 0.476. Next, now that I have some relationship, I can look at the actual equation, which is a hit and stick. M1 V1 plus M2 V2, M1 plus M2 V12. This cancels out to 0. And now what I'm looking for here is, I can rearrange this formula to be V12 over V1. That is equal to my slope. So I don't actually need these values, but I can say that this whole thing, M1 over M1 plus M2, is equal to 0.476. And then lastly, the question is asking me for the combined mass. So all I do here is I solve for M1 plus M2. So I times that over and I divide by my slope, and I get M1 divided by the slope is equal to the combined mass. I know the mass 1 was given in the question, 1.54 kilograms. Divided by my slope, 0.476, I get my kilogram value. Now in a question like this, the best thing to do is to look at the graph you're given, determine what those values are, and then rise over run. And now once you have that equation, relate it to the context that you're dealing with. This is a hit and stick. If I can organize it to be V12 over V1, I have something equal to the slope. When I did my calculations, I got 3.234 kilograms. Having looked at the diploma resource that I got this from, they would have accepted 3.20 to 3.26. All right, now that's a pretty generous leeway there. I believe it's about, well, actually it's not very generous. It's about 1% error. So please be careful with your measurements, and please do not round in your calculator until the very end. Thanks.